Russo's Playbook. All right, what's up, everybody? We are back again with the outlooks, breakdowns of the divisions. This week we got the AFC West, and we'll start it right off with the Chiefs. Back-to-back Super Bowl appearances. They got Patrick Mahomes. I mean, they're basically set to run it back for a third straight Super Bowl, to be honest. As long as he's healthy, the defense got better, is getting better each year, and got better a lot last year. They get out a couple pieces, maybe another pass rusher, cornerback. I know one of their starters is going to be a free agent. But yeah, I mean, they just helped the defense out a little bit. They got that high-powered offense still. I think they're ready to rock for another Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're going to be very good for a very long time.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they had Patty.
10 years.
At this point, put some pieces around him, they'll be fine.
You know who I think they should go for on defense if he ends up parting ways? I don't know if he's going to. Patrick Peterson.
Ooh.
If they can land Patrick Peterson at corner and bring him and Tyrann Mathieu.
I think he's out of there.
Is he already?
Yeah,
I saw rumors about it a couple weeks ago. Well, I don't know if they finally pulled the trigger or not. But
I think he's still on the roster. He's hitting free agency.
Yeah, that's what I think. I love Patrick Peterson on that defense. I think that is a big piece that they could fill. He already played with Tyrann Mathieu. Mathieu is the heart and soul of that defense. Like, realistically, I think that would be an awesome duo, defensive back-wise. And I wouldn't be surprised if you were to see them go out into the draft and either pick up, like, another edge or even a possible linebacker, in my opinion. Like, somewhere more along the lines of, like, a speedster who's, like, pretty good at covering. Like, Sorensen does a great job at linebacker. I think he's a fantastic player. But I think they could use a little bit more help right there, and that would really help solidify their defense.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, I think that's, other than that, we're going to see the Chiefs here for a while.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have to do much difference on offense.
Don't touch your offense. You're perfectly fine.
Maybe some offensive line hope.
It's always
that is true.
They had some people out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Injuries. They could use some depth.
That's what I was about to say, because you're going to have people out. That's part of the game. And the people that they had backing them up got exposed.
Yeah.
I mean, we give it all to the Bucs defense, of course. Yeah. They played their asses off, but
I mean, it's hard though. Both of those left tackles and right tackles aren't, like, unless they're getting hurt, they're not getting replaced for a while. Fisher and Schwartz are like two of the best in the league.
Yeah. But I mean, like you said, depth. That's really important. Yeah. I think that if they're going to look at the offense, which they should have, one of the picks, or at least in free agency a little bit if they have the money and people available, but they definitely got to just clear that up just a bit, because that was really the difference in the game in the Super Bowl. They could be back-to-back champs right now.
Yeah,
they could be going for a three-peat if their offensive line held up a little bit.
100%.
You know what I mean? So that's one other thing that they got to look at. All your defensive points were great, though. I like the Patrick Peterson.
I didn't think about that either. That would be nuts.
They would be back in the Super Bowl for sure.
100%.
Yeah. And let's move right along to the Broncos, who, like many, have a tough decision at quarterback to decide. I mean, it comes down to, is Drew Lock the guy, or should they find an upgrade? I know they were in the rumors of Deshaun Watson and stuff, and obviously Watson's going to be an upgrade for almost every team. But, I mean, if they think Lock's their guy, how long are they going to ride with him? I think it's year 3 or 4 he's going into. So they got some decisions to make. And if he can't make the strides and stay healthy, because I think he's missed games each year now.
Yeah.
So if he takes those steps, maybe they could do something. They have great weapons on the offense. But I don't know. I think it all falls on Lock right now.
Yeah.
They have a really good defense, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're arguably a top 10 defense.
They were last year,
Oh, yeah. See, there you go. And with that defense, they don't really have that much time to figure it out offensively if they're going to take advantage of having that good of a defense. So they definitely got to look elsewhere, I think. I mean, Locke could be their guy, game manager type of guy, and you just count on that defense and try to improve the defense a lot on the offseason, make them even better. Try to ride that to the playoffs, but you got to go for a wild card position because you're competing with the Chiefs. You're not going to win the division. Yeah. So, I think they got to go get a quarterback if they can.
And it's not like they don't have weapons. Their wide receivers are nasty.
Yeah.
They have Philip Lindsay running the ball. Like they're
and Melvin
tough.
Gordon.
And Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what sucks? I think the worst part about it is everybody wants Drew Lock to be good.
Oh,
Because he shows some of these glimpses where, he'll have 3 touchdowns, 350 yards. That one game when he had 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to come back was absolutely ridiculous.
His personality, too.
Yeah.
You could tell he would be fun as, a successful quarterback and, a leader of that team.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I think he's just got a lot of issues to figure out with, accuracy, throwing interceptions. And like you said, he's very injury prone. So I mean, maybe you get him some help on the line if you decide that's your guy. But they have enough talent on that team to actually make a run for a wild card or possibly second in that division. But I mean, everybody knows the rest of this division. They're not a bunch of chumps either. It's some pretty consistent teams.
Yeah, the only one I'd say it's iffy, and we'll move right along, is the Raiders. Because they're in a weird spot. Do they want Carr? Do they not want Carr? I mean, the defense is starting to turn a corner. They're good, not great. Coaching with John Gruden, I mean, that's sometimes good, but it hasn't been great, him coming back. I mean, at this point, the Raiders are a good team, and that's what they are, an average team, 8-8, fighting for an extra win to try and make wild card, but they never can turn that page.
Fighting.
Well,
for that.
Well, that
Yeah, okay.
They try to. They end up folding every time.
They try to lose twice in a row to end the season.
They truthfully, they need
Sorry.
to add game-changing talent. To be honest, all over the place.
Yeah.
And they tried to. And take a listen to this. So they tried to add talent all over the place. 2019, Mike Mayock and John Gruden's first offseason together. Antonio Brown cut. Terrell Williams cut. Trent Brown traded. LaMarcus Joyner, cut. Vontaze Burfict, suspended midseason. Brandon Marshall, cut. Isaiah Crowell, never played. That was your 2019 offseason. Everybody's gone.
Yikes.
So, they got to do something here.
Hey, that's 1 year.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Good.
Good. We know you got beef with John Gruden.
I mean, my
I
whole
hope that
thing,
happens again.
they're not a bad team either.
They're average. They're good.
But the thing about them is, I think they're another one of those teams who's just missing a lot of, like you were saying, boom players, key players to kind of make them thrive. But I think it all really starts with Derek Carr too. He's got to be one of the most inconsistent quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL.
That's so true.
And it's not even just by game; it's by year. We're talking about a guy who 2-3 years ago was one of the hottest fantasy quarterbacks in the entire league. He was on fire. Following year, he was he was trash.
Yeah.
To put it simply, to put it nicely, because I want to say a bunch of other things that aren't so nice. And it blows my mind that they're sticking around with him. I think that they should be in the hunt for Deshaun Watson if he is able to get traded. But they should even be looking in the draft possibly to see if anybody falls low enough to pick up. And I hate to be that guy, but just Carson Wentz him. Maybe you get a rookie like a Jalen Hurts who kind of falls down lower, and maybe you do pick him up, and maybe he is the answer for your team, because I don't think it's Derek Carr for right now.
Hot take. They should just start Marcus Mariota.
Oof. That's the other thing, though. Mariota got that's going from
another version of Derek Carr.
Yeah, that's going from one inconsistent quarterback to the number one inconsistent quarterback of all time.
I'm saying if they can't get a quarterback in, I'm basically saying don't sleep. They still have Marcus Mariota as well.
You're not wrong.
I think that if Derek Carr and Marcus Mariota are the best two quarterbacks on the roster, I think they should go Marcus Mariota. That's what I was saying.
But you know what? You know what the thing is about him? His last game is the most Marcus Mariota thing that you would ever see in your life.
That was inconsistent in a game instead of inconsistent in a season.
Dude, he played so good, and then the fourth quarter he just throws the worst interception that you would ever see in your life. He looks terrible, and he gives the entire game away. In that case, it's just
not wrong.
You're not getting anything better. Maybe you trade them both away. See what you do.
Now we're talking.
You know what I'm saying? Just both of you
Send
are
them to the Eagles.
They
need some more.
It would take them a second.
Go grab Jalen Hurts. Fine.
But you might be able to shop around and get something if you were to trade them both, and then I'm not saying start fresh, but you got a relatively young team and a relatively young offense, so you gotta go from there. But yeah, I don't know. Raiders, I think, will end up taking the fourth place spot in the following year.
Yeah, that's very true because
I hope so.
Yeah, because the last team we touch on, I actually think is very promising, which is the Chargers.
Love them.
Who look like a great quarterback in Justin Herbert. They have weapons on offense in Keenan Allen, Williams, Eckler. And they got a promising defense, too, with Joey Bosa, Derwin James, Casey Hayward at corner. They definitely need some help on the O-line, basically at every spot on the O-line.
Yeah.
They need some help with tight end, with Hunter Henry leaving in free agency. I don't see him coming back. I think he's going to go sign somewhere else.
I believe so as well.
Obviously, a nice pass rusher opposite of Bosa would help, but that's not a main need, you know what I'm saying? That's just luxury. But the main holes are just protecting that quarterback, giving Justin Herbert protection and let him do his thing like he showed rookie year. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I like Justin Herbert. I know Hunter wants to talk about Justin Herbert.
I love him. I love Justin Herbert.
He buzzed his hair. Are you gonna follow up?
On the spot.
I was considering it at first, but I can't jock my miss.
We got the scissors right there.
Yeah, I mean,
come on.
Damn, man, you
got
guys
him out. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm kidding. I like it.
Y'all are
it.
Nah, the flow's nice. The flow's nice.
We love it.
Thanks, guys. I need that. Basically, what I wanted to say was their defense is filthy if they can stay healthy. But they've proven in the past that they struggle with that. And then guess what? That and coaching has been their nightmare. Injuries and coaching has been their nightmare for the past couple of years. They brought in a new coach. I didn't think that was the coach that they needed. I think they needed Bieniemy. I think that guy would have been able to make that offense thrive. I thought he was going to be the answer for him. They didn't go for him. It is what it is. Now what they really have to do, like you said, an edge rusher is like luxury for them, but they really have to go out there and find an offensive line to protect Justin Herbert.
Yep.
Like you get the quarterback. Guess what? You don't have to invest in him for a couple of years because he was just coming off of his rookie year. Like he's going to start making some money. Invest now in a line. Pay for that line. Figure it out when you have to pay Justin Herbert. What exactly is going to happen? And on defense, you have to start filling the holes. You have to get another cornerback. You have to get another defensive back. You have to have some kind of security for when Derwin James goes down for the freaking fourth time, in 3 years or whatever it is, that you're going to be able to help your defense out. Because at this point in time, the Chargers on paper they're more than like a wild card contender. To me, if they aren't in that division with the Chiefs. But I could see them in the next couple of years being able to compete with the Chiefs. And, you kind of have that NFC West idea where it's like any of those guys could make it in the playoffs and possibly make a run for a Super Bowl. I see the same things with the Chargers. But it's all going to start off with their coaching. Because, brand new coach, we'll see how it all works out. He's really hyped on Justin Herbert. I think any coach would. But they got to start putting the pieces together because Keenan Allen's only getting older. A lot of these players are, and who knows? Who knows what happens at the end? But I also think they got to go out and get another running back to help out with Eckler.
Very true.
So we'll see what happens. They got a lot to do in the draft. That's to say the least.
Yeah.
You guys want to touch on anything else?
Oh, that's perfectly said.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Not much more to say there.
Yeah, summed it up right there, and that's how we'll wrap up this episode. You can also you catch this episode on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You can also catch our blog on it if you want to read up instead. It'll be on Russo'sPlaybook.com, and that'll do it for that, fellas. Catch y'all next week.
Check out some of the other divisions we did as well. We did the AFC, NFC East, and the NFC East so far. So this is the AFC West. So NFC West and both Eastern divisions is what we did so far. So check those out. We got the video and the blog for those as well. So
yeah, gotta keep up to date with the content. And we'll catch y'all next week.